Jennifer Blood, issue number 2 from Dynamite Comics. So yeah, you guys can check out the video I did for issue number 1 if you guys want to catch up on the story. But basically, there is this town called Bountiful, and everyone there is a criminal. It's basically everyone there is from like witness protection and stuff like that. And Jennifer Blood has somehow found her way into this town, and she's going to be taking revenge for herself and for other people by killing all the criminals there. That's pretty much what the story is. But yeah, let's get right into it. So yeah, we start off with this woman. She is the sheriff, and she was in the previous issue. She has been hired to hunt down Jennifer Blood. So her entire job is to basically assassinate Jennifer Blood. And we start off with her talking to this guy. He is a judge, and of course he's a criminal as well. And they're in this area where they have a bunch of like criminal stuff. Like they have the Tommy gun from Bonnie. They have John Dillinger's Trilby. They have John Gotti's hair gel, and they have Jennifer Blood's diary that she wrote in the very first Jennifer Blood series. The sheriff wants the diary so she can learn about her targets. And the judge is like, I can give it to you, but nothing in this town is free. And she's like, I'm not going to have sex with you. And then he's like, all right, fine. Well, there's something else I want to do. Because then I can show us his criminal record. And his criminal record is like sexual assault in first degree, 3 counts. So yeah, this dude's kind of like a sexual deviant. But the sheriff refuses to have sex with him. So instead she's like, all right, I have another plan. And I'll give you the diary if you follow through with this plan. She's like, all right, let me hear it. So then we cut to later where we see the sheriff and she's reading through the book and she's just like bored out of her mind because she's not getting anything here about Jennifer and the way she hunts her victims or anything like that. She's just getting like boring slice of life stuff about Jennifer. And that's when she gets a call. And it turns out that the judge is dead. The judge that she was just talking to. And there's initials JB written on the wall. And they find out that it looks like there's poison in his White Russian, but like, are we sure it was Jennifer Blood who did it? Because she didn't use the Tommy gun that was around here. But they decide, all right, we're gonna put him in a body bag. We're gonna do an autopsy to see what's going on, like what happened to him. The problem is that it's 4th of July weekend, so the mortuary and stuff like that, they're not gonna be open until Tuesday. And so they decide, okay, we got another plan that we can do. We are going to put the body bag inside a van, a freezing van, and we're going to keep it out where they're going to have this party done. So it's basically 4th of July. So the whole town is there. It's weird because like there's kids and stuff here. So I wonder if the kids are criminals as well, or if the kids are just children of the criminals. But yeah, so it's 4th of July. Everyone's at this party. Fireworks are going off. The sheriff is basically hiding out on top of this rooftop of this building with a sniper, and she has her target on the van. And she's like, all right. The whole plan was to basically lure out Jennifer Blood using the body of the judge. But she never shows up, so she's like, all right, I guess this plan isn't going to work. So she's going to go down to the van. She opens up the bag to free the judge. Because it turns out that the judge is actually not dead. Turns out that the judge, this was part of his plan, was that they would fake his death and then use his body, quote unquote, basically him, being asleep. Basically, they would fake his death. The poison doesn't kill him, but just puts him to sleep. And, while he's asleep, he appears dead. And they'll have his body inside this van, and they'll lure out Jennifer Blood. And the reason they'll lure out Jennifer Blood is because Jennifer Blood will assume that the judge is dead by somebody claiming to be her. She's going to be like, who the hell is killing people and then claiming it to be me? So that's how they were going to lure her out. But when the sheriff opens up the bag, she just sees a mannequin in there. And then we see the actual body bag inside this warehouse. And it opens up. The judge is there. And instead of seeing the sheriff, he sees Jennifer Blood. And Jennifer Blood basically informs him, like, this is revenge, not for me, but for the 3 women that you sexually assaulted. Basically, we find out more about what he did. What he did was he would have sex with the 3 women, and in return, the three women's husbands or fathers would have a more lenient sentence. But then later on, it turns out that the girls were pregnant. So he had to force them to, get rid of the child. But in the state that he was presiding over, if you got an abortion past 6 weeks, it was illegal and you can get thrown in jail. So he would throw them in jail afterwards. So, yeah, basically he's a piece of shit. And now she has him right where she wants him. And she is going to use this contraption and she's going to have her revenge. And that's where I'm going to stop it. There's more, but I don't want to spoil like everything. But yeah, I'm really digging this series. This is pretty cool so far. I like the idea of, you have an entire village of nothing but criminals, and then you have a vigilante who not only murders criminals, but she does it in a serial killer fashion. She doesn't just shoot people. She tortures them. Like, she tortures the crap out of them before she kills them. Like, she is just freaking terrible. Like, in the first issue, you guys can watch the video I did for it, but in the first issue, she shoots the guy with the tranq so that he's awake and conscious and, able to feel and hear and see everything, but he can't move. And then she basically puts a hose inside his mouth, and she has a bunch of rats run inside the tube or inside the hose into his body. And then the rats basically eat their way out of his body until he bursts. Like, that's how she kills one of her victims. So she's not just like Punisher, bang, bang, you're dead, on to the next person. I'm going to take my time and I'm going to make sure it hurts. So the fact that now we have her in this town filled with criminals and she's just going to get revenge on, against everybody. I'm just really looking forward to what kind of more effed up ways she's going to go about killing people. Because that's what she does. She just kills up people. She just kills people in really violent, brutal, effed up manners. So that's pretty much what this series is about. Jennifer Blood, a serial killer vigilante in a sense. If Punisher was a serial killer, killing a bunch of criminals in a town in violent, gory manner while being hunted by an assassin. So if that sounds like something you would be interested in, definitely check out this series. It's only 2 issues so far, but it's really good. And yeah, I'm liking this way more than the original Jennifer Blood. So I had no idea about Jennifer Blood. Like, I've heard the name, but I've never read anything about it when I did the first issue. But since I did the previous issue, I've read the first Jennifer Blood series by Garth Ennis. And I'll say it started off good, and then it just got really stupid. Like, it started off with her killing criminals that murdered her family, like specifically her father and stuff like that. And then it just turned into her becoming a regular serial killer and killing everybody that she came across. And it just really took a turn for the worse. So like the first few issues are really good, and then it just becomes absolute crap. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen here. This is a different writer and stuff, and I think they've been doing a really good job so far. Like, I'm digging this run. Like I said, it's only 2 issues so far, but it's been 2 really good issues. And yeah, I'm excited to see where they go from here. So there you go, Jennifer Blood, issue number 2 from Dynamite Comics. Tell me what you guys think. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys got any recommendations, let me know. But yeah, hope to see you guys next time. Take care, everybody. Later. So what'd you guys think of that video? I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe, hit that bell for a notification, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And if you didn't enjoy the video, thank you for watching it this far, and I hope the next video is more to your liking. Feel free to check out the playlist that you guys see, and I hope to see you guys next time. Later.